Recently I played Skill the Depths, which is an upcoming indie game all about fishing in Loch Ness, which is awesome because Loch Ness is in Scotland. You can play the demo on Steam, as I did. They also have an Instagram, which I will link in the description for you. But all in all, I played it for about an hour and I thoroughly enjoyed it. In the game, you go back and forth between 3 different mechanics, the main one being fishing, which is my favorite, the fish to scaling, which is also really fun and quite satisfying, and you get to use those fish to feed the creatures that come to the boat for feed. Those creatures can range from birds to scary monsters and such, which was quite funky. And the Scottish folklore was in there as well, which is also awesome. I like that everything on the boat was quite close together as well, because it made you feel like there was no slog of any sort. You could just do whatever you wanted, really, which was quite cool. As soon as I realized that to go deeper I needed a better fishing rod, I wanted to get the best fishing rod I could, but then eventually I realized that I couldn't do that for too long without getting a better knife, because then it would take ages to deskull all the fish I was getting, the bigger ones. And then I realized I need a bigger bucket to support the longer journeys too, because you end up catching a lot of the small ones along the way by accident. So everything was well balanced out. The items, you could only go so far with one before you needed to upgrade something else, and that made for some pretty good gameplay, allowing me to explore the different mechanics by necessity rather than just by choice. The fish preparation part of the game was really fun, very satisfying with removing the scales for each fish. It took me a minute to figure out that was the right thing to do, because for some reason my brain didn't click that I had to do it slowly. But once I read the thing that was right on the screen in front of me, I had a lot of fun taking the scales off the fish. I think that was a really cool mechanic. It's not just scales as well, they've also got little parasites and stuff that you have to whack off certain animals. Very good mechanic, I enjoyed it, and it was fun. And each fish has their own individual prompts with different facts about that fish, which is also very interesting. And they change every time, so it's not just the same fact. You can learn quite a lot about individual fishes in that game, which was really cool. The exploration was a good part of the game as well. It's not just fishing down there, guys. Let's just say there's some secrets down there too, which I thought was really cool, even for a demo. There's some big fish down there, by the way, guys. Some scary guys. So that was also quite cool to see how the fishes got bigger and bigger the deeper you went. The soundtrack's quite catchy. The fishing part especially, because the longer you fish for, the more of the soundtrack you get to hear, and that comes with the upgrades of the fishing rod. The longer you play that song, the more of a build-up it has, the more catchy it becomes, and the more it adds to the gameplay. So that was really cool. On the boat, very chilled out. You never felt like you're in a rush. Bonus point again for being set in Scotland. We can't overshadow that one because it's awesome, and the Loch Ness is awesome. So there we go. If I had to balance out my review with something less positive, I think the only thing I could think of was I kept catching those little worm dudes when I was trying to go really deep, and they would fill up my bucket, but that was less on the game and more on my gameplay skills. And that was Skill the Depths. I would recommend this game. Do check it out for yourselves. It was a lot of fun and it was very chilled. I'll leave a link to the Steam page and the Instagram in the description. The creator Glass Gecko, thank you very much for this game. It was very, very cool. They did not ask me to make this video. I just came across it and I followed them and I thought I'd play their demo.